Happy Friday, my friend.
Hi, this is Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ironrealmmedia is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
Thank God it's Friday. Good morning, good morning. We talked the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. Wake up. Good morning. Here.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Okay, dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe that dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
There was one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard, to think really hard, to think really hard, to think really hard.
It's Friday, my dudes.
And a TGIF. It is Friday, my dudes. For whatever that's worth, it's been a hell of a long week. Again, it's like the second week in a row that was just excruciatingly long. And I'm not entirely sure why.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Good morning, sir.
Hi. Yes, I battled my alarm clock this morning, and it won. So I got up.
So my phone was almost dead, so I left it in the kitchen charging. I did not bring it in here with me as I usually do.
So you didn't know I was coming.
Well, luckily it connects to my computer, so it doesn't turn my computer on. So the messages, I saw your message come through, but I still hadn't been sure if there was anybody else.
Yeah, I don't see Zack saying nothing, so he may just be sleeping too, dealing with his long week. But yeah, it definitely has been one. I've had to call out twice now on trying to get to my OT appointment because my eyes are so foul when I get up. Well, I'm very slowly closing one eye and typing here to everybody. Good morning to everybody there in the chat. You're getting the one eye right now. But it'll act right soon, hopefully, or not, and I'll just keep doing this. But yes, definitely one of those where, like, it doesn't matter how tired I am when I lay down or how early. Again, last night I went to bed at a relatively early-ish, essent adjacent time that should have garnered me at least a good 5 or 6 hours of sleep. And I was still turning over and glancing over at Michelle to see what time it was every time I would. And it was getting later and later. No matter how many times I look at that clock, it wouldn't let me go to sleep. So yeah, it was not a good sleep night.
You have to look over at Michelle to see what time it is?
Over her. I have to look over her because the clock's on her side of the bed that has the red readout. I don't have one next to my side of the bed. And if I pick my phone up and look at what time it is, that bright light, no matter what, that color of the light, I guess, makes me up more than her red clock over there.
No, same thing in my bedroom. Dixie has the alarm clock on her side because she uses an alarm clock. I use my phone. She might use both, but when I want to check the time, I'll always look over at Dixie to see what time it is.
Look over her, see what time it is. Yep, that's it. So there as the sit up or elbow up or whatever it takes to look over there. So yeah, one of those nights again. Man, I've lost my place. What's up, Daz?
We missed you on Wednesday, Daz. Walt had manifested some amazing stuff into his life. And
I did exactly that.
You were thought of.
Still kind of not believing it. Still not believing it. It turned out to be even more than I thought, actually. Because not only, Daz, did I tell my wife about 2 days before this happened that I was kind of not sure about the people that I was taking the guitar lessons from, just because I've been at it with them for like a minute since like the end of last year. And while it has improved some of my basic technical like skills, just finger dexterity and strength, things like that, once again, when we get to the theory, it was kind of like first week of theory, okay, I can get this. Second week of theory, it's like, oh crap, can I get this? Third week of the theory, I was like, fuck, I'll never get this. So yeah, me and theory have always bumped heads because it just gets to the point where, wait, just what did I start with this finger and it changes that all? Because that don't make sense. And so I try to make it make sense instead of just going with it, I guess. And so I get lost. And I'm there again. And so instead of me, like, because apparently the way they do this thing over there is a seasonal whatever. And, you know, so I was deciding on who to go to. Like, who else could I get some theory from that might make it a lot simpler? And there's a guy I really like, Michael Palmisano, because of the way his breakdowns go. He sits with a guitar when he watches a video and reacts to it, and he breaks it down in theory with the guitar. And so instead of somebody showing you a circle of fifths on the board or a piano keys to explain all that to you, he's using the actual guitar to explain it. And that's one thing I never understood with all these people that show it to you with a circle of fifths or a piano. I'm playing guitar. Anyway, I like his vibe. He's really a family-oriented guy, and his lessons and his stuff just come across really well. And I would really like to be able to afford his year worth that you can only do that way. There's no monthly thing. And I said, man, one day I'll save up enough and go do his class. Well, he was actually giving away a guitar to his people who have taken his class or are taking his class. And I happened to be in the chat to see who was going to win that cool PRS Zack Meyer guitar. And between, I guess, my name being Flat Earth Head on the chat and other people noticing me, and he asked, something about me or about my name. I don't remember how it got started now. I'll have to go back and look at that chat. But because I was falling asleep that night, actually, for a change. Anyway, he said, Walt, Flat Earth Head. All right, I'll hook you up, man. Just email me and I'll give you a membership. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding? 2 days after I tell Michelle that's who I want to have lessons from, I get them from him for free. So yeah, manifestation works. Absolutely works. I feel like I'm rambling too, so I'll shut up. Seems like there was something else, but it'll come to me. It'll come to me. I'm still typing too. What's up, Justin? Excuse me. We're also starting that whole like roller coaster of whether it looks like again it'll be down. For me, Not for anybody normal, but for me, it's going to be cold. I think this weekend, down in the 50s, almost 40s again. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Why are we doing that?
Crazy roller coaster. It was almost 90 degrees here yesterday.
Oh, it was 87. Yep, absolutely. Yesterday.
And it looks here on Saturday morning, gonna wake up, it's gonna be 38 degrees. That's fucking ridiculous.
I knew somebody else would have a lower number. It had to work that way. It wouldn't just be my area getting low. Well, yeah, that's chilly. Hey, Mama. Hey, Rizzo. Give me a second, baby. I'm trying to say hey to the people before you block me already, and you have. Where was I? I think I got below the tab. Hear me. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. So condolences. What happened? Oh, Lord. Laura is out of coffee. I am so sorry. My condolences as well. Wow. Thanks, Justin. I sound that bad. Is that Walt or Eeyore? Or Igor? That's more like it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ruin the whole show.
Right. I'm definitely in low speed this morning. I can feel it. The coffee has not kicked in yet. Hey, sweetie baby. She's here to wake me up, though, she said. Really, Louie, there's a sequel coming to the Goonies? Is that serious? Like, really happening?
I've heard that a lot. I've not ever seen anything confirmed.
I mean, and the guy who played one of them died, and then didn't the other one turn into Thanos and didn't? I mean, I guess everybody gets old. Except Goonies. Goonies don't get old.
Goonies never die.
Forever. Right. The treasure at the nursing home. Exactly, Jeremy. I'm looking at
the search for one-eyed Winkie's tapioca pudding.
Right. Apparently Australia has 2 oil refineries and 1 blew up. There you go. You guys keep going. You'll get rid of that other one too. What's up, Melissa? I don't know if I ever got to it, the actual live show Wednesday, because I'm, again, not sleeping well. But thank you again for the awesome care package. You guys rock. Give my big hugs to Derek. Come on, baby. Don't step on the keyboard. Yeah. I wouldn't watch it, though, if it came out. Louie, myself, I would not have to see. I probably won't watch it. Come on, sweet. That did finish up. I'm almost to the end. I think I'm at.
I saw they were planning Top Gun 3 with the return of Tom Cruise again. Big surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I think it's another search for the tapioca pudding. Airstrikes in the nursing home.
I don't know. They never get old. It was like
I'm relevant. Get off my lawn. I'm relevant. I'm still relevant. Scientology loves me. I'm relevant. Don't you know my scene level? Get off my lawn. I'm relevant. I do my own stunts.
The dolphin. She never dolphins for me. Hey, my love. Get a little dolphin. Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite cat moves is when they dolphin up with that hand. That means they really want you to pet them. Indeed, Louis. There's only, 6 stories, 10 stories they keep telling over and over and over. And then some of them, they just write it again. Exactly, verbatim. Oh, goodness.
I did find some pretty funny stories when I sat down here this morning.
What's up from Scotland? Flat Al? Good to have you with us, friend.
Absolutely. Good morning.
Rare to see a great person here, so welcome. We like new people, or newer people, or people we haven't seen in a while, or whatever the case may be. And we love kitties. I'm trying to let you get to your story.
And Scots.
Here.
We love the Scots around here, too. We've got Scots in chat. We've got at least one Scot missing from chat. But
at least one. You're so silly. Now she's hitting my hand with her head and then chewing on a finger. That's the attention getter. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I'm sure y'all are getting a great shot, too.
The Artemis II crew has a message for the world. Here's what they said. Now, I can tell you, but I think it'd almost be, I think I need to include it too, because it adds so much to what I got going on here.
let me get over to here to the YouTube so I can see it too. Oh, silly girl.
So this, according to USA Today. I don't know what that video is. I just went down immediately to the quote. The Artemis II crew's message for the world is, what an amazing journey that was. That's it. That's their message for the world, apparently. So says astronaut Reed Wiseman.
Is he that real smart, hunky dude?
He must be.
The one that told, go ahead.
Well, with a name like Reed Wiseman, how could you not be?
That's different, like Chuck Hardslap or Biff Tough Chin or that kind of different thing.
So NASA astronauts Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, as well as the Canadian Space Agency's Jeremy Hansen, took questions from the media during the hour-long news conference. Blah, 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 blah. And this was their first public appearance since returning from their historic 10-day journey around the Exactly.
The noise wasn't quite as bad, and we went right on up, and I saw darkness. I thought I was going to see the world, but we weren't quite high enough.
Just weren't quite high enough.
So I didn't check the authenticity thereof. Michelle walked over. I was sitting in my chair, and I was having the whole eye vision thing, which the way we set the living room up to be able to worship the screen correctly, I have to kind of turn to the right, and my eyes don't enjoy that always. So she got up and walked the video over to me instead of me looking it up. And in the video, B Parts Lab there was saying that something about, and the way he said it was almost like he knew he was fixing to say something stupid. So he said, let me see how this is going to land. This will be we're going to get humans to the moon for the first time and into low Earth orbit for the first time. Literally is what he was saying at some interview of his, either post or pre, I guess pre if we're gonna. So yeah, I told her to send it to me, and then things happened. Oh, Haley showed up and we got sidetracked and she never sent it to me. So I'll see if I can find it. Rick Hart.
Alf says if they'd had an astronaut named Dirk Diggler, that would have been amusing. That would have been amusing. I'm Reed Wiseman, and I'm Dirk Diggler. And I'm Christina Koch. Thanks, Dirk. Yeah, 20%. That's a big number. If you produce a product that is so shit that nobody wants to buy it, and you feel the need to buy up a fifth of everything you produced last year just to make sure that the sales don't drop and the registration doesn't drop and your numbers will still look good, that's pretty sad. Good morning, Keith, in the Philippines. You've gone full planer this morning.
Okay, I found it. Here we go. How do I make this work?
Don't ask me.
I mean, are you going to hear my Google smooch if I do that? Let me audio it and optimize it and share it, and we'll see what happens. Is it? Okay. Oh, man, this is C-SPAN. All right, if we go away, guys, it's my fault. Here we go. Y'all ready? Are you seeing them?
Yep.
Are you seeing it? Do I need to make it bigger? I don't see a way to make it bigger.
It's all right.
There's no little hovering thing. Okay, here we go. Please don't play a commercial. Please don't play a commercial. Please don't play a commercial. Fucking commercial. I knew that. I knew it. La, 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 la.
What's even worse is that it's a damn Google commercial.
I'm wrong, but I'm going to try anyway. This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome. Like, we should, as humanity, we should take a brief moment to go, that's awesome. One of the things that we...
What? Uh-oh, Raggy? Yeah.
Well, I think he was referring to both missions, both because there's folks in the ISS. I think it was a reference
he talked about that.
Two separate things.
Does.
Most asked for and look forward to is we are going to do a crew conference between Integrity and the International Space Station.
I don't care. He said it. You heard it. He even said, I'm not sure how this is going to land.
Which could have also been a reference.
But I'm going to try anyway. This is the first time we're going to send humans to the moon, and we're going to have humans in low Earth orbit. That is awesome.
But I get what you're saying. Oops, I forgot I had that on. I get what you're saying, and it could be read that way, or I could just get it my way, damn it. I want it my way. Just don't spoil it.
What is this, Burger King?
Anyway. Special Pickles Holder? I don't remember the song. I used to know it, though. Damn, how do I stop this sharing thing? Have I done it? Okay, now how do I stop the big screen I can't get past? There we go. He should have said at the same time, but he didn't. He fucked it up for everybody.
That would have landed a lot better. If that's what he was trying to communicate. Yeah, Daz, I feel like that's always been a part of it. The optics and what the astronaut actually looks like seems to have probably play a role in the selection process. I don't know. And I feel like I might have found some meta space lettuce.
Uh-oh.
Well, a new study boosts the case for the hidden planet Y in our solar system. And that just felt like a... Didn't I cover this once before? Didn't we have a Planet Y story once?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Well, a new study in monthly notices of the Royal Astronomical Society letters strengthens evidence for a hidden Earth mass planet, dubbed Planet Y, orbiting 100 to 200 astronomical units from the Sun. Researchers found a statistically significant warp in the Kuiper Belt's orbital plane that cannot be explained by known planets. The finding adds a fresh dimension to the ongoing Planet 9 debate and could reshape our understanding of the outer solar system. So then it talks about its effects on the Kuiper Belt, but I don't really care. What's important to me is how Planet Y differs from Planet 9 or Planet X. While Planet 9, or as I call it, Planet X, proposed in 2016. Oh, what? I'm pretty sure we had a Planet 9, a Planet X, long before 2016. In 2016, it was space lettuce even back then. But it is theorized of a super Earth of 5 to 10 Earth masses with orbiting a 400 to 800 astronomical units away. Planet Y is estimated to be Earth-sized and much closer. Well, there you go. And that's probably why they call it Y.
Why? Huh?
And it's just so why it remains unseen? Because an Earth mass planet at 100 to 200 AUs would be extremely faint, reflecting little sunlight and emitting minimal infrared radiation. Existing surveys like WISE, Pan-STARRS, and the Dark Energy Survey were not optimized to detect such cold, dim objects at that distance. This observational challenge explains why the candidate has eluded detection despite its potential gravitational imprint on the Kuiper Belt. What? What? We can determine the molecular structure inside stars light years away. You're telling me we can't look and see this Planet Y within our own solar system? Sounds like horseshit to me.
Kind of like turning the Hubble around to point at the Earth and take a picture of it. The optic. Remember, we were just talking about the optic. They don't work that way.
NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, warns that rare auroras may reach 20 U.S. states this weekend.
Say that one time slow.
No. I don't think I can. NOAA has issued a G2, or moderate, geomagnetic storm. A geomagnetic storm watch for April 17th through the 18th, predicting auroras could be visible as far south as Oregon, Illinois, and New York. NASA's Sphere X maps vast interstellar ice reservoirs across the entire galaxy. But we can't see Planet Y because it's just too faint. The James Webb Space Telescope spots methane on a giant exoplanet. But its star may be distorting the signal. But we can't see planet Y because it's just too dim. I mean, it's like 400 AUs out there. How could we possibly be expected to see that? Oh, this is interesting. Alphabet's 122 billion SpaceX bombshell just surfaced in a routine Alaska filing. Apparently, Alphabet's Google LLC owns 6.11% of SpaceX. A stake originating from a 2015 $1 billion investment, now potentially worth $122 billion. That's a pretty good ROI. A valuation surge. SpaceX's growth, fueled by Starlink expansion and commercial launch dominance, has drastically increased its private market value. If SpaceX goes public near a $2 trillion valuation, Alphabet's stake could become one of its most lucrative non-core assets, highlighting the payoff of a decade-old strategic bet. %6. How the Kepler telescope found an Earth twin 1,400 light years away. But we can't see planet Y because it's just too dim at 400 AUs from the sun.
Did you see the new picture of the Earth, how dim it was? Come on, man. Science.
I know you have to be pretty dim yourself to believe it.
Man, I just set them up and you knocked them the fuck down. So Israel there in chat saying, have y'all ever looked into the Phoenix info? Pretty amazing, explains a lot, very provable. The actual bird that rose from the ashes, Arizona, what exactly are you referring to, sir? Because I've been through Phoenix. I can
it's a dry heat.
It is there was a dry fucking heat, just like a fucking hairdryer blowing in my face. I had to stop at a drugstore and get some saline spray from my nostril. But yeah, what exact Phoenix are you referring to, info-wise? Link something for me if you don't mind, if you have it handy. You can even have some time to look it up and find it for me. I'm always interested in provable explainings. Wait. Yeah, the ISS Hubble or James Webb spotted, no zoom shot, no acknowledgement, no nothing. They must realize they're telling on themselves. Yeah, at this point, Alf, sorry. Quick, run. There's Alf's here. Come on, baby. You got to get down. Daddy can't see or type. They're already struggling with one eye. Okay.
I think all your cats brought Alf here.
You're right. I thought that earlier. I think somebody even said, oh no, Alf thinks cats were a delicacy. What's up, Stace? Anyway, I got lost because she jumped right in the middle of me typing.
Help me, Rhonda. Help.
What was I saying, man? Oh, yeah, why they are telling on themselves. So, yeah. Don't get that part of it all still. I mean, I get they have to reveal, and I get they have to laugh, and all of them. I just don't understand how they thought this would trick or fool any fucking body. It's not, not just us who've been scrutinizing them for fucking 10 or even more years, but for the general public to go, oh, fuck, this is stupid, retarded, badly done fakery at this point like they're doing. It obviously blew up in their faces.
I think there's still some people for whom this spell works.
Oh, there are. I know one, actually, that is just really infuriating. Infuriating. He was actually here on the show. If you guys remember back, my buddy Drew came by, hopped on for a show talking about things and how I had finally shown him that Eagle Moon documentary. I can't remember the exact name, but it was, quite a few years back now. And after me hounding him in the head, going, okay, you think everything else is a lie. Everything that the government says is bullshit, used to control us and fuck us over and get our money and our energy, except space and NASA. That's all real. That's the only thing they're not lying about. Why? Why would that be the one thing they're not fucking lying to you every day in your face about? And finally showed him the documentary that was like really well done. Like it showed how the flag pictures showed the flag being wet and how the moon footprint wouldn't happen in dry, dust, regolith. They would have to have moisture and all these different things. And he finally went, well, fuck, I guess we didn't go to the moon. And I was like, yeah, step one, checked off. And then he moved away to a little place off down the road and apparently got back on his space is real, whatever, bullshit. Because as soon as the Artemis crap took off, on April Fool's fucking day, he posted something about, okay, here we go, 10 days of flat earthers saying how fake this is. Now, he knows one flat earther in real life, and that would be me. So I immediately hopped in there and sent him the picture of the deflated balloon. And then I went, you know what? Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired. It's been years pounding on your thick skull, and I don't really want this public argument with you right now. So I deleted it and didn't send it and moved on because I just don't want to spend that energy that way anymore.
That's how so much of my social media presence is. It's like,
I went to even when I got into the Palmisano group here and started figuring out how they do things, that they have a, web page, a Facebook page, and there's a YouTube channel, which is the channel I've already found him on. And then there was the, what's it? X link. I can't remember the fake name they have for it now. Twitter. The fucking Twitter link. And so I clicked on that to go follow them there just so I could be, part of their community or whatever. And when I got there, it pulled up immediately. Just dumb fuckery. Apparently not even old faces, real and you flat earthers or Steven, not that kind of dumb fuckery. It was the first 20 at least posts that came up as my feed or whatever. I don't even remember how Twitter works anymore. If you're seeing shit that everybody sees, or if you're only seeing stuff you've liked, I don't remember. It's been too long because I never was social media. I was just trying to find you guys. And the first 20 of them were what is the hidden word in these polka dots contest? Or how many sparrows do you see? It's not 7. And what the fuck is this now? Some new way to get people's info and sucker them into spending money on something. It was endless of those little visual puzzles. And you guess what these are? It's what is all this? When did it become this? So yeah, fuck social media. Sorry. I love y'all. Wait, what happened? What's up? Yeah. Thought they said you had come and gone in the chat there. Oh, the baby kitty has come by and gone. You're right, Regina. I'm fine. I'm slow this morning. Well, guess what? Bam! Kitty back. It's a kitty. That's a sweetie. That's a sweetie. Come on. Oh, goodness. But you're on my area. I need to be typing. I know. Goodness. I love her too. That's all we get, because I'm only one eye this morning, so it's tough to have her in the way. It makes the depth perception even worse. Man, speaking of depth perception with one eye, guess what's hard to do with one eye? Fly a fucking drone. Man. I was so excited, to get back outdoors with some activity, because all my outdoor activities had kind of ground to a halt with the myasthenia. And I thought, well, standing with a controller and looking at a screen and occasionally glancing up to have visual line of sight and all that should be all right, right? I can do that with one eye. It's fucking terrifying. I'm so afraid I'm going to fly into something, or a bird's going to be heading to the drone and I'm not going to see it. Oh, hell, I could show y'all footage. I just thought. Of course, now this is just me dicking around. I haven't gotten good at it again like I was for a while. Like for a while there, I was considering getting into FPV racing, is how much droning I was doing around with all the little, cheap. It didn't matter if you crashed on micro drones and mini drones and all that stuff. And then my eyesight got bad, not myasthenia bad, just old man bad. And it became harder and harder to keep track of those kind of little drones that don't have cameras, but they're just fast. And then it just became like hours of searching in the grass for it. And I'm just like, yeah, this is not for me. So anyway. Gripping your joystick tight. Indeed. Justin.
As you fly off to Never Land?
Let me go figure out how to do this. How would I do? Oh, I can just show the videos. Because I've got some I did like yesterday when it got really bad. That's why I said, yeah, it really got to me yesterday. The first time I really couldn't do it. I had to bring it down and wait for another time. But I haven't uploaded that video. It's still in the drone. Let me go to the one I have uploaded. Where is it? I know I had a folder. Just can't remember where I put it, nor what I named it. Probably drone. Nope, I don't see. Oh, there it is. Okay. There's no video. I mean, there's no audio, so this will be a video only. Oh, did I not do that? Nope. Share, there it is. Up. All right. Ooh, and this is now in the way. All right, let's just do the longer one because it's got the most stuff in it. The others are just videos of me standing around looking up at a video. Looking up at a camera. All right, is this showing? Are we seeing it?
I'm seeing
it. All right, so this is like the town that I live in. This is the high school where my children went. I actually never went to this high school back in the day even. I was here for about, I guess, 3 years of junior high, which was a completely different school somewhere else in town. Hey, this is the infamous Takes Forever to Fly. I think this was actually my first flight because it was teaching me how to do stuff. Go forward, go back. The controller talks to you. So let's get past all this. There's my landing pad. There we go. Now we're heading up. I could probably make this faster and it would be more entertaining too. How do I do that? How do I make it faster? There's no speed control on this player apparently that I can find, like on YouTube. Huh. Really? No speed anywhere. Maybe that's... Edit up speed. Here we go. 1.5 times. Oh, that make you dizzy. Maybe I don't need it to be 1.5 times. Hold on. Anyway. Notice the flatness here, not being like, oh, it's flat from this high up. I'm not saying, I'm just saying this is probably why it didn't take too long to actually look at the areas around me and go, hey, that's fucking flat. I think I do go higher at some point, though. And you can actually see the town. There we go. Oh, there it was. Now you have to understand, this is only like 150 feet up because I'm still like going, oh God, what am I doing? Or I do head up probably to 200, 250, but I haven't approached the 400 just yet. God, that's way too fast to turn. I might have to slow that down somehow for editing purposes. And then I go up even higher as I get braver. Look at those Simpsons clouds. Aren't those awesome? I'm trying to stop it. It don't stop when you click on it. It won't stop. I can't make it stop. It won't click stop. You know what I mean? Like you have to hold the actual pause button. Damn it. Okay, there we go. So somewhere over here behind these trees in this left grouping is where my house actually is. And then where that tower is by those blue tanks is the bayou that runs behind the neighborhood that I live in, which you can't see yet. Anyway, you get it. It's a town. It's not that exciting of a footage. I get that. But anyway, at some point I did go out somewhere else. Let me see if I've downloaded those videos. Dun, 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 DJ, there we go. Let's see. That would have been there. No, there it is. I think this is the one where I went somewhere different. Yeah, this is the one. So this is a little place called Miette Point, and that's spelled just like it sounds. No, it's not. It's a French thing. You wouldn't understand. So what you're looking out into is the Atchafalaya Basin, which was created when they created the levee works here, trying to save all these towns that were getting flooded every time a hurricane would come on shore. And you'll see in a second when I scroll over to the right a bit that levee that I'm in, that little white building, that's a houseboat. It actually has motors on it, and it travels around, and you park it where you want to park it, and chill, and fish, and swim, and have barbecues, and drink a lot. Apparently, that's what everybody who has a houseboat does, and why I don't visit many people on houseboats anymore. Now, that little piece of water you're seeing is not the whole Atchafalaya Basin. Like, off into the distance for like probably 60, 70, 80 miles out that distance to the left now is water all through those trees. And that little hump of land, believe it or not, is the levee system that keeps water from destroying us all. In the old days, when I was a younger gentleman, you could get on top. You see the tire tracks there on the top of the ridge going there. You could get up there and drive. You could get down on this left side next to the water edge and drive and find you a nice fishing and/or camping spot. But that is no longer the case. The only road you're allowed to travel on is the one that you can see with the shells on it. That's the white road to the right there. And if you go on that road, you actually have to either ask permission at the building over there for them to come unlock this gate or just do it illegally, which is insanity to me at this point, because nobody owns the fucking levee except the people who paid the taxes to fucking put it on there. But I can't go. You see the gate there? I just found that out when I went and did this drone the other day. You see the turnout where people turn around constantly when they get to that gate and go, wait, I can't go any further? It's fucking ridiculous. The access has been restricted to the fucking bayou. And it's not like we're taking the bayou down, the levee down by traveling on it. There's the little launch place at Miette Point. Folks with their little boaties. But if you see that first canal, or not canal, throughway, whatever the fuck they call it, like you see where there's trees that look like they're just barely underwater. Usually they are, and you have to go around through this outer canal and come out over here to get to this big part. I used to know a lot more about how to navigate this area than I do now, because me and my dad used to go out here and do quite a bit of trot line fishing. But you see how there's cuts there, they go in, and there's water all the way as far as you can probably see, like at least to, like you see some water back there to the right where my mouse is. I don't know if y'all are seeing my mouse or not, but
Yeah,
there's water. It goes for miles. It's pretty cool out there if you like to go in boats and go fishing, and people go hunting. My dad and brother and stepbrother and all that built a camp that is, I thought I went higher so you could see the water out there more. The camp is somewhere, I believe, let me think, facing the levee, you go out to the right, cut through there and go out. It's somewhere probably right there maybe back further, but that direction. And this is when I got brave and flew over water, which is like really a not great thing because the drones do have problems detecting the ground and stuff over water. They warn you about that all the time, that if it starts acting funny, remember to hit return to home, because it will go into the water thinking the land is below it. You don't want to have your auto return set to land either. You want it to go up and then go over. I think that was as high as I could handle it. I started getting a little sphincter squeezy and had to come back down. Oh no, I did go higher. Shit. I don't remember. This was only my second big flight. Looking out at shit. Now, at some point, I plan on getting brave enough to take it down just like the height of those trees over the water and fly out through those different little waterways and get better footage than just like, oh, look, it's, going around in a circle. But you see the interconnected canalways and waterways, and knowing all that shit, like a lot of people down here do, is probably why they'll never take us here in South Louisiana. There's an old movie called Southern Comfort. If you've never seen it, Keith Carradine and some other people you'll know, go watch Southern Comfort and you'll understand why they'll never take us in South Louisiana. Fuckers. Just bring it. Oh, I just thought, so if you follow this levee around, it goes over here, and then you see where it's green like over there, that's where it cut back across. Somewhere over on that part, it cuts to the left again. Somewhere probably right in there is where Miguel and I had our little experience with the star that came down to us and danced in the trees and all that. It was out here in this area of the world where the Rougarou runs. Did I go higher? And there's the cane fields that we all deal with on a yearly basis. That's where all your sugar comes from. These fields are now furrowed out, ready for the next crop. These have just been planted that are greener. I don't see any tall cane in this shot. All right, yeah, when I started going back down, that was me trying to find me again to land. Anyway, I think I come down. Oh, look, there's a boat coming in. I watched it, and I thought about going over there closer, and I thought, wow, they might have a shotgun with them, and I don't want them shooting my fucking drone down, because it happens like a lot down here in South Louisiana. You hear about drones getting blasted, so I'm being very cognizant of that and trying to respect people's overhead area. I think that's pretty much it, me landing it, and that was the exciting drone footage. Yay! All right, that's enough. I'm gonna bore y'all all year with this. Hey, I know that dude. What's up, Zack?
Good morning, sir.
What's up, guy?
Got the day off? Decided to sleep in?
No, I'm fucking feuding with them at work because they don't want to hire grown adults. Well, they're supposed to be adults, but they act like fucking children, and I'm not a babysitter. I told them I didn't want to be a team lead because of this.
Uh-huh.
What do? They stick me with a bunch of fucking immature 30-year-olds that act like they're still in high school. And I'm not doing it. I'm putting my foot down today. Today is the first day I've ever called off. But no, fuck you. Tell me he's going to be there after I told you I didn't want him on my shift, then I'm not going to be there. Deal with it.
Good for you.
Yeah, no. I told him my health, my nerves, my pace, no, is more important to me than driving a truck. I didn't want the job in the first place because of this. Sorry, I've been fuming.
I can imagine.
And I can deal with stupid. I can even deal with lazy. But fucking immature playing fucking little stupid games. No. This is fucking work. Grow up. Oh, sorry.
My son's 24 and deals with that at work. Has to deal with all the immature grown-ups.
Oh, dude, I hear where he's coming from. It's, the 19-year-olds are more mature than some of these people. And they're pushing 30. Like, grow the fuck up. Comes from that generation where everybody got a trophy. I got on him last night. He's like, you don't need to be talking to me like that. Blah, blah, blah. Respect. I was like, dude, you want respect? You give respect. You don't have me waiting around for 2 fucking hours waiting to see if you're going to be here tomorrow to work. We get our schedule at 7 o'clock. You're supposed to respond by like 7:20. And then I got to go and send in a message saying, hey, respond to this. And then at 7:40, if they haven't responded, I got to go and get a hold of the manager and be like, hey, they haven't responded. I don't feel like working all night. Answer the fucking message. It happens every single night. It's not like it's a rare thing. Guy's been here for months. You know how this works. And it's not the first time I've had to get on him about responding either. Oh. Just done with the fucking children. 30-year-old children. So yeah, we'll see if I'm driving next week. But yeah, I've complained before and nothing ever happens about it. So I guess this is how I'm going to be complaining.
Well, it's not like you didn't give him a chance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the thing that really pissed me off is I asked him if we could replace him. He said, yeah. And then he called him and they had a talk, so he'll be there tomorrow. Dude, I asked you if we could send, he doesn't listen when you talk to him. This will teach him a lesson. If you don't answer, then you don't get to work the next day.
I thought that
in a reasonable time, then you,
How is that not the case? Like, that just seems like common sense. Like, it's not my job to hold your hand. You either get the message or you don't.
Exactly. Oh, he was sleeping. Ugh.
Great. Now you know that you should set an alarm because every fucking night you're going to get a text from work that you need to respond to. Sounds to me like you should set your alarm clock for about 6:30. That way you're wide awake and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when that text comes through that you can just respond, go the right fuck back to bed.
And go back to bed. Yeah. I'm done with working with these children, man.
Yeah, let your bosses give them a choice. Shall I be his boss or shall I be his caretaker? Like, am I his father or his boss? So I'm not going to be his father. If you want me to father him, then fat chance. If you want me to be his boss, well, I'll fire him in the morning.
You need to let me be his boss. Yeah. Man, didn't say, oh, fire him, or this or that, or blah, 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 or about, no. He needs to know
it's the art of the deal, Zach. It's the art of the deal. Yeah. You go up there demanding he be fired, knowing that he's not going to be fired, but you just wait for him. Well, we can't fire him, but here's what we can do. Or, all right, fine, don't fire him, but you got to do at least this. It's the art of the deal. Haven't you learned anything from this Trump presidency? You just got to talk absolutely batshit crazy at first. Because then everything after that sounds fucking reasonable. Can't we prosecute him for something? Isn't there a law that says he has to respond to my text?
Yeah.
No? All right, well, then let's just send him on another cruise.
Oh, shit. Manager finally saw my message. See what happens.
Oh, shit.
Because another team lead had to go do something. I said, I'll cover his shift. I'm not saying I don't want to work. I'm telling you, I'm not working with him. Period. At least not today. No.
And at least you called in. At least you sent the fucking text to your boss.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you just ignored the fact that you had to go to work, because that would be rude and inconsiderate and make you a shitty employee if you would have to do with that and have your boss deal with that. What if you'd have just done a no-call, no-show like your employee does? How would your boss like it? What do you think he would do?
They would not be happy.
No, just the same way you're not happy.
Well, we'll see what happens here.
I always love it when people
Maybe
take
I
a
just won't
stand.
hear from him at all. Huh?
So I always love it when people take a stand. When they stand up to the man.
I'm a good employee. I am.
It just sucks when it blows up in their face.
I do my job the way they tell me to. I don't let people slack off like all the other, well, not all, but a lot of the other team leads, you know. They don't set up their zones how they're supposed to, like the distances and all that shit. I take this job serious. I'm a good employee. I'm proud of the way I work. That's how I was raised. You do your job, you do it well. And if he would have told me no last night, we're just going to have him, we'll see how he does today, whatever, I would have been okay with that. But when you tell me, yeah, you can replace him, and I do, and then you go back and fucking say, oh, no, we're going to put him back with you. Just deal with it. Yeah, we'll deal with this then.
This is how I choose to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
But at least I'm willing to communicate.
Yeah, I don't leave you. I never leave anybody high and dry.
Ian said we need to give you some rice, man, so you'll calm down. Bender, why are you eating my microphone clip? Please stop. Oh, special little child of mine. Alf, I forgot. Oh, crap. Hide the cat. There's no cat here. What cat?
Stress day. Oh, geez. The tools I use are
We lost you there, Zach.
all these fucking. I was gonna say it's not my tools. Tools are great.
It's the tool employees.
Fucking Maynard. Uh-oh. Give me a minute, and I gotta go deal with a hairball, or she wakes up and steps in it. Hang on.
Oh, that's unpleasant.
And yeah, these younger guys, a lot of them are better than like the 25 to 32-year-olds, 35-year-olds. It's weird. Something happened where they're starting to come back around, I guess. I don't know. But it seems like there's a whole 10-year period of people out there that just, half of them don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck.
Here's my hot take. I think most of vaccine damages don't come as a direct result of vaccines, but rather an indirect result from the vaccines your mother got. And this is all reproductive harm being passed down.
I think it's arrested development because everybody was given a fucking trophy and everybody had their hand held and, oh, you're a winner. You don't have to try any harder. You're a winner just the way you are. Everybody gets a fucking trophy. Whoever came up with that should be jailed.
I would even be okay with it as long as you make sure that the first place person gets the biggest, brightest, heaviest, most expensive trophy that you have, and everybody else gets shit little plastic trophies. I'd be fine with that. You want a trophy? Fine. Here's a fucking trophy, dipshit. Go play with your fucking trophy. What the fuck ever.
No.
But then you just give all the attention to the people that won. Like, hand him the trophy, pat him on the head, and kick him in the ass on the way off the stage. Get the fuck out. You didn't win. Take your stupid little plastic trophy. Give it to them, but make sure they understand that it's just a completely meaningless thing that deserves to be looked down upon. Fucking mayflies on the house. That freaked me the fuck out. Thought I was being attacked by an alien. Like, there's not a whole lot of airflow in here, so when this big piece of fur and fuzz comes flying at you, I don't know what the fuck was happening until I saw the wings. Thought it was a fucking biblical angel. But it's just a mayfly. Just a skeeter eater, we like to call them, but it's got bunny hair attached, so it can't fly real well.
Rewrite my message so many times.
I bet. How's your stomach? Knowing you're completely justified, how nervous and guilty do you feel?
I still almost threw up just from rage. About 4 o'clock this morning.
Every once in a while, baby. I'll stop. I did hear the discussion while I was standing on my head. I was hearing the trophy discussion, and I was singing that song.
Well, what's worse, stepping in a warm hairball or a cold hairball?
Oh, that's tough, Josh. That's a tough one. I don't know. They're both pretty fucking rancid, but yeah, temperature definitely. Man, that's a hard one. 1 or 2 in chat. Cold is 1. 2 is hot. Which hairball would you rather step in?
It works for puke too, really.
Oh man, and I'm trying to eat a little donut breakfast thing here. It's over. Hey, sweetie, you come and see me? Man, I got a backdoor kitty. Hold up.
Yeah, Logan, it is rough when you're younger and you got guys that are older than you. Luckily, I've only got a couple of those, but most of them are pretty competent. There's only been one so far that he was like my age. He was almost 50. And he just didn't give a fuck. He just didn't care about the job, about safety, about any of that shit. But he didn't play the victim.
Hey, crazy. What you doing?
Like, so many of these people, you know, you try to get them just a little bit of discipline, and they go right to being the victim. Oh, you just don't like me, blah, blah, blah. Dude, this is my fucking job. I'm not here to like you. I don't have to like you to work with you. I don't care about that shit. We're not here to be fucking friends. We're here to protect people while they work. It's a serious job. And their job is a serious job. A very serious job. Yeah, it just, oh.
Sorry. Not me.
Maybe I can do a poll. Because I see a 1 and a 2. Oh, there's a second one. There's got to be a way I can do this. Probably got to go back to YouTube. Maybe. Oh, yeah. That won't work.
Cool. Not here to make friends. We're here to make money. And I like my job. I do. I like I love the scenery change. I love working outside. I like the working with guys in construction like that, you know, the power line guys. They're all kind of like me for the most part. Oh, man.
What Melissa's in chat saying, you guys have me thinking about what basic training is like nowadays. I can only imagine how hilarious the drill sergeant's insults must be with those types.
Jeez. I feel bad for drill sergeants having to deal with all this.
Right.
What they need to do is take some of these drill sergeants and put them in elementary school. Straighten these children out at a young age. Drill sergeants for kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade. Guarantee we'd see way better results. All throughout their schooling. You know, all the way up to whatever, through college. You have drill sergeants at young ages. Yeah. I mean, that's how like my 1st, 2nd grade, well, my 2nd grade teacher was real sweet. My 1st grade teacher, she was a drill sergeant, pretty much. Even my kindergarten teacher. I mean, she was nice and played the guitar and sang songs and did all that stuff and was like a kindergarten teacher. But dude, everybody feared this woman. Everybody in class. Like, she laid down the fucking law. She wasn't there to be our friends. She knew her job. Yes, Regina. When you didn't win last year and you didn't get your ribbon or your trophy, it made you go and practice in the off season and play harder the next time you did it. Oh, man. Thank you.
I will say, I'm glad you got it out. I will say, I just noticed a couple of DIE, whatever it is, comments in chat. Probably DIE. Anyway, I don't know the names of anybody in my local area, politician-wise, but because we're watching some older, cool shows, there's a channel that we're using that has commercials on it, which is like, why am I paying for a fucking commercial channel? Anyway. And there's some local lady whose whole thing is DEI, and whoever put out this message, that approved this message, is very anti that, and they're really giving her the shit. And she's all like, but, you know, whoever needs to have these DEI in place because it's fair to everybody. They and thee and those. And I'm like, oh my God. at least they're anti her, whoever put that out. But the fact that she's even in the running is just nuts. Fucking nuts.
I did want to say that even back in 1996 when I was in boot camp, my drill instructors were pissed that they felt like their hands were so tied as drill instructors in dealing with these stupid ass recruits. They couldn't, like, there was no corporal punishment that was technically allowed in Marine Corps basic training anymore. Like they were no longer allowed to hit us, and they didn't like that. It's basically how that summed up. That the Mothers of America and all the nonprofit groups that get together to protect the children in basic training have ruined basic training for the Marine Corps because they just can't properly train a Marine Corps recruit without the ability to beat on them a little. And it wasn't long after I got out of Marine Corps that I remember hearing in the Army that they had like special little cards and like get out of jail passes that, like, if the drill instructors were just too much and you needed a timeout, you could just pull your card and spend some nice quiet alone time without a drill instructor screaming in your face. I'm like, oh, that's what they mean. They really are fucking it up. Yeah, just a generation away from me. 2 generations, I don't think. From my dad to my son, I don't think if my son's friends were to join the military, they would join the military that existed during my father's time. Don't think they could hack.
Melissa, no, I'm sorry, it was Laura. It rolled. Teachers were allowed to put kids in closets. Yeah, and the ruler smash. Yeah, in my local area here, and when I tell you I went here for middle school for like 4th, 5th, and 6th, they were still. I mean, that was like 80s, early 80s. I'm old, but they were still like letting like the teachers put kids on their knees. That was the punishment. You go get on your knees over there for an hour or 2 hours, and then if you were really an ass, they would make you kneel on the little metal grate mats, that you clock the mud off as you come into school. They would make you kneel on that. Yeah, it was awesome.
Nothing sexualized there.
Now you look back on it and you think, whoa, hold up now. What happened?
Oh, you still want to be naughty? Well, why don't you just bend over and stay like that for a while?
Naughty.
I remember in the 90s, before I went to the Marine Corps, when I was in high school, there was at least the threat of corporal punishment even in high school. Like, I don't necessarily know that it would have been all right, but I think they gave a shit a lot less back then. Or maybe you needed parents' permission. Like, you could do it as long as the parents said it was all right ahead of time. So we always had the fucking Board of Education hanging up on his wall inside his office.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I still remember my fourth grade teacher, Miss Mott. She was terror. Like, you didn't fuck around. Miss Mott would get the paddle and bring it, and then I broke my arm. And when I was sitting in her office waiting for my mom to come get me and take me to the hospital, because, they weren't going to call 911, or that probably wasn't even a thing yet. She took her paddle down off the wall and gave it to me to put my arm on. And I kept that thing for years because that was quite the fucking trophy to have. Mrs. Mott's paddle with the speed holes drilled in it, and everybody had signed it and done their little artwork on it and stuff. I wonder whatever happened to that. I know I had it as far as like at least college. I had it showing it to people going, man, let me tell you about school when I was growing up.
Did they respond at all to you, Zach?
Bring back.
Or are they just going to ignore you?
Bring back dodgeball.
No,
Logan
he's trying to get me to work, to go into work,
great.
and I'm telling him right now I'm not. I've been up since 2 a.m. My nerves are fucking shot. My stomach is all torn up. No. I'm fucking pissed.
And it might not have been so bad if he didn't agree to get him off your fucking team. No, we'll put him on a different crew. We can replace him. Great. Problem solved. Actually, what we're going to do is none of that. We're just going to keep him on. Have a nice day. We'll see you in the morning. Yeah. Chucked erasers were pretty common in my schools, too. There were teachers with whom you had to constantly be on the lookout.
I don't know. Arguing with my boss.
Yeah, I agree, Logan. Bring back dodgeball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, dodgeball, but played with
here.
volleyballs. Just slightly deflated so you can get a good grip, but volleyball. Soccer balls, I guess, would work too.
Soccer balls would be the one, for sure. Yep. Smack. What does that mean? Some people in this chat are part of an organization. It's possible they have message-related policies that will apply to the chat. What does that mean?
Where do you see that?
When I clicked over to the main thing where I could go to
Andrew B.
Look at.
Because Andrew B is signed in on his work team's account. Yeah, it threw me off for just a second
agent. Too. Oh wait, what?
Like, what is all this shit up on my screen? What is
right?
Pretty sure that's what it is. Almost positive.
Oh wow, I am totally playing catch up here.
Dodgeball with racquetballs. I mean, softballs could be deadly. Racquetballs just hurt like fuck.
Well, I actually shared a little story, or I don't know if you call it a story, sort of. Oh, it is a story. I thought when I clicked it in here, it was really short, but there's a lot to it. Anyway, the generation that raised itself on cereal for dinner and walked home from school in the dark didn't just survive unsupervised childhoods. They built an entire emotional operating system around that principle so that if you need something, you better be able to get it yourself. Damn Skippy.
That and a poor choice in women. Yeah, absolutely. Those two things solidified that fact.
I feel like I put something really cool in here and I'm not. Oh, there it is. So apparently a 29-year-old man, this is a left turn, I will signal. A 29-year-old man has created magnetic cement. So just think that through for a second. You want to hang something on your wall? Get a magnet. No drilling, no tacks, no nail holes, no spackle later, or toothpaste if you're cheating. It's called iron plaque, which is rocking as fuck. And it's designed or described on its official channels as a magnetizable construction system for both wet and dry construction, meaning traditional plaster-style finishes as well as panel-based interior systems. It's meant to work with cement, boards, and coatings, and it is presented as a way to transform both new and existing walls into active surfaces without drilling holes. That's pretty fucking awesome.
That is pretty fucking awesome.
I think there's a link somewhere for their...
Magicians everywhere are going to buy that shit up.
Yeah, here's their little description system. Now, they're not from around here, so you'll have to translate the page. I'm assuming it's a Spanish-related KS and whatnot on it. KS. Here we go. Paste that and go check it out once you translate the page. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So the long story short, the next, wait. For now, the project is still trying to move from prototype to product. Its creator has not yet said it is not yet on sale. An official project posts show pilot testing and demos in real construction settings, including dry construction setups. Reports on the invention say the formula is moving through the Patent Corporation Treaty route, the international filing system managed by the World Intellectual Property Organization, or WIPO, if you like those. Practical questions, more than just buzz, including how much weight it can support over time, how well it handles repeated repositioning, humidity, or repainting. So they're going through clever prototype testing. This next phase should be more about proof, less about the novelty of it. If it can show consistent performance, workable pricing, and enough confidence for builders, architects, and property owners to use it beyond showpiece walls, then it may be a cool thing to get. That's not what it said, but Bender scrolled for me, so good enough.
Nice.
I'm not working today, and that guy will never be on my crew again, he said.
Nice. Very nice.
And I've had multiple people that I do a weekly team lead report, and I put everything in there. If they're lazy, if they're sitting there on their phone doing this, doing that, I put it in there. That's my job. And yeah, I know they read them and everything, and they're pretty good about getting people to work together and get over stuff like that. But no, I told them, no, I'm not working with 30-year-old children anymore. 19-year-old children, that's one thing. I get that. I understand that. 30-year-old children, no, I'm not dealing with that. That's a grown man with a child of his own. Acting like a fucking child. No. Sorry. Ah. God, that feels so good now. Oh my God, my neck just let go. Ooh.
Now go wake up your roommates with shots.
Yeah, I told him, no, I've been up since 3 a.m. since I got that message. Fucking nerve shot. No, it wouldn't be safe for me to be out there in the road playing in traffic today. I got like 5 hours of sleep. No. I mean, I could make it on 5 hours of sleep, but no, it's still, no. If I was sitting behind a desk, that'd be one thing. But standing out in the road, bunch of idiots driving by, not paying attention, no. Oh. So I had to change the water pump in my trunk. Did I tell you about that?
No, you blew a hose?
Yeah. No, the bearing started going out in it. And I could just hear it. It was just starting to make that, like that rumble rattle thing when I would start it sounded like an exhaust leak almost. So I took the belt off, went and messed with all the pulleys, realized it was the water pump. It only took me a couple hours, maybe 2.5 hours.
That's not bad.
That's with the trip to the store and everything. Yeah. No, these new engines, man. Well, not new engines, but this V6 engine and a big F-150, these new bodies that are so much bigger. It's like the 80s, dude. I could sit, open the hood and then sit on the
wheel well. Yeah.
Yeah. And work.
Literally dude, crawl in it.
I have a foot. Yeah. I have almost a foot between where the motor starts and the radiator. There's that much room in there. It's awesome. It was so easy. Oh. Yeah, I can't do the 5 hours of sleep, man. I lay down at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that at the latest. Oh. Oh, so what else has been going on lately? What's in the news?
Something about some kind of ceasefire. Israel and Hamas. Or Lebanon or something. I don't know. They all look crazy.
I don't know if I'd be believing too many of these ceasefires. Remember the last ceasefire? And then there was like 150 missiles shot off in one day during the ceasefire.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's going to be such a thing as a ceasefire. Like, we may withdraw troops and stop bombing them. But I don't think they were joking when they said that this is like now going to have retributions forever, basically. Like, oh, well, you did this, you went to war with us, you attacked us for no apparent reason. All right. They're like Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison or whatever that movie is. It's just, all right, we're going to add you to our list. You're just one more person that we're going to now torment and terrorize for all of eternity until you all finally become Muslim and accept Islam.
NPR received $113 million in charitable gifts. 80 million was from one person. Yeah, NPR. I used to listen to NPR.
Me too. I was a big fan. A lot of their weekend programming was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Click and Clack, dude.
The Tappet Brothers?
I loved Click and Clack.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Car Talk. I always thought those were just the smartest men on earth that knew everything about every car, and then I learned that it's pre-recorded, and they get the questions and get to research their answers, and I thought they just knew everything about every car ever made.
Like it was a live call-in show.
Yeah.
Where it technically is, but also technically is not.
Yeah.
Give us a call. Let us know what your question is. And next week, if you're accepted, you can call back and ask it. Sweet.
Top Gun 3 officially confirmed. Tom Cruise to return.
Get off my lawn.
Well,
I do my own stunts. I'm relevant. 30-year-old children love me.
He's like way up there in Scientology too. He's like considered a god almost, isn't he, to them?
Yeah, I think he's got Xenu on speed dial. I think that's how tight he is. His thetan level is so high that Xenu himself gave him his own personal cell. Xenu dropped a pin for his cave in the mountain just for Tom Cruise.
You see, like the auditors that audit just them, the people standing out on the sidewalk that try to get you to come in. There's people who go up and like audit them now.
There are people. There's like a whole online thing to see how far inside you can run before security tackles you and drags you back outside. These guys just like stand outside and hype themselves up and just take off running with their phone in hand so they can video and show how far they made it.
Did you see that guy during the Super Bowl?
Nope.
Well, yeah, me neither. But he like ran across the field shirtless. This is the second time he's done it. Well, he placed a bet that somebody would run across the field shirtless and made a shitload of money off of it, dude.
Fuck yeah. This is the problem with that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The very basic problem with betting in general.
It can be fixed quite easily.
No, Zack would never do that.
Never. South Carolina Senate protects nearly all monuments now after they've went and tore down a shitload of them, and bans adding QR codes to statues.
Does that apply to the artist? Like, if there's just one built in, do you like, nope, sorry, you're now fired?
A guy at work's got an awesome QR code shirt. You look it up and it just has a middle finger. It says, fuck you.
I mean, that is really kind of a great idea. Just think of all the flat earth links we could send people to if your shirt is just a QR code.
Mm-hmm.
Curiosity killed the globe.
Back to books. Sweden is finally cutting back on digital learning. Yeah, that needs to be done here. You tried it. It went horribly. Pencils and paper again.
I'm all for individual slate boards that we can just give to the kids. And as a way to encourage cooperation, the front of my desk should just be the seat for the person in front of me. That way we're sharing that piece of furniture together. We all have to get along. Chalk for practice, but when we get serious and take a test, we can use a quill and ink. That way you can't just erase your mistakes. You have to be held accountable for what it is you actually put down on paper.
Oh, what is this today?
Mom and Pa won't be able to help because they didn't have any of this high-tech fancy stuff.
If you get your garden stuff, this is from bobvila.com.
He's still alive?
I don't know. Maybe it's just people making money off his name. But Home Depot is dropping their lawn and garden prices, up to 60% for a spring Black Friday.
We've got Home Depot branded trimmer string from 10 years ago, 60% off. Everything else is like $5.
The thumbnail says it's 60% off, but then you click into the article and it's up to 60% off. So that means there's at least one item in the store that's 60% off, and the rest will be like 20, 10, 5.
Yep.
European airlines face fuel shortages within weeks, they're saying.
Half left, right? Take care, brother.
And these porch pirates, man, I can't believe you're idiots. Do you not see the ring bell, the ring doorbell cam? Do you not even look for them? I mean, if you're going to go steal, do you really do it right in front of the person's camera that you're stealing it from? That's pretty dumb. Don't even cover your face, nothing. This one lady got caught because the lady was watching her ring bell because someone had been taking her packages. And she tried telling her she worked for Amazon. It's like, no, I just watch you walk up and pick up the package and start walking away.
I love the ones where they've set up the trap for them. And they go, and like some of them literally sneer and laugh at the camera as they're picking up the package, and they run about 3 steps away, and then it explodes all over them. And then they have the nerve to turn around and start cussing at the camera. I'm going to get you for doing this.
Yeah.
You're going to get me. You're stealing from my fucking boys, but you're going to get me. All right, whatever.
I know the nerve. Some of these people, man. One Atlas is spraying tons of water into space every second. Right. Northern lights are supposed to be visible.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
It's just like the top third of the country, though, for the most part.
Ooh, sorry.
Allegedly.
We've had the whole gang here today except for Cleo. Y'all have seen all my cats almost. One more and we'll have all 5.
So they graduated the final class of the A-10 pilots. They're going to be retiring the Warthog. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Unless you're going to come out with something that's better, you know? I mean, that is ground troops' favorite thing to hear.
Mm-hmm.
An A-10 coming by and then the sound there.
Yeah, once that thing gets spun up, it just tears everything up.
Dude. 3,000 rounds a minute. 30 caliber. Dude. Yeah, it just decimates the battlefield. It makes our guys feel safer with those things being out there. I hope they've got to replace it with something that's better. I mean, we're the U.S. military. I know they've been talking about it for years. Yeah, they're like the milestone comes even as the aircraft has proven valuable in the Operation Epic Fury. They're still using them today. So by the end of the decade, they're saying they're going to fully divest all the A-10s. I mean, they got to be replacing it with something else.
Look at all these guests we get popping in here on this morning. It's only 10 minutes left. You guys should have asked for that link earlier. I see you trying, Dawn, but for some reason I don't hear you. And Regina, you are muted, so you'd have to unmute before we could hear you. There goes Regina.
Oh.
There she is.
Hi, lady.
Hi.
What's up, Dawn?
You can hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
You sound lovely.
Aw, thank you.
So how are you doing this morning?
Uh-oh. Did we lose her already?
Oh, fuck. Real?
I think it might be a weak signal. There's maybe a bit of roboting going on, so it might be a
yeah. I see it now.
Connection
I hear it
issue.
now. I mean,
Can you hear me now?
I hear you now.
I do.
Is this better?
All right, there we go. Am I here?
You're here, Regina. Just in time for 1
I
o'clock.
am.
Oh my god! You didn't get... Oh, hi, Regina. I love you.
I love you too. Oh my god, this chat is amazing.
What's up?
Y'all just made my Friday.
Sorry, I
know, right?
I'll just pause that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God almighty. I didn't think I was going to do this, but I have. And Dawn is the one who brought me in here. I just had to mute my tablet so you didn't get an echo or anything.
Much appreciated.
But wow.
You have a beautiful accent.
Oh, thank you. I'm Aussie, so it doesn't... I think my accent sounds weird to you guys.
Not at all.
NAWR.
And I didn't think I was going to do this. Dawn was the one who talked me into it, and she did. And I think I almost talked Dawn into it as well, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you understand what should I slow down? Because you guys talk slower than what I do.
It is 4 in the morning
Apparently,
here.
Australians just talk in one big long sentence, and we don't have breaks in between. It's just like, hey, how you going? What are you doing, guys? Yeah, I'm a fuckhead.
I've had to make a conscious effort to slow down my speech just because I'm in front of a microphone.
I will slow down mine as well. Apparently, Aussies are bad to understand because they just talk.
Nar.
Mm-hmm. I can't believe I'm doing this. Wow.
It's Friday night. The wine is flowing. That's awesome.
It is Friday night in Australia, so I'm on the wine. I've got to go back to work on Sunday. After my affliction with my big, I had to get the biopsy on my tongue and everything.
Oh, that's true. How's things going?
Yeah. That needle in the tongue is so fucked up. Horrible. But I still haven't got an outcome yet, and I'm going back to work because I need money.
Right.
Yeah. Centrelink or what do you call it in America? Like you get Centrelink here in Australia, and that's like taxpayers' money.
I guess unemployment? I'm not sure.
I know. You know how people get
Or workman's comp, maybe?
No, not even
Who's typing?
that.
What you doing? Sorry, my cat's typing.
I know what it's called. Like, these people get on Section 8 and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and they get their food. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Welfare, food stamp.
Yeah, and this is like Social Security, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. So, kind of like that. And it's like $800 a fortnight, but in 2 weeks. I've got to go back to work. Because I like working. I'm not like a scab or anything. I'm sorry. Go on. Talk.
Regina, I love when you talk.
I sound normal. You guys sound different to me.
Really?
I'm sure we all do, especially my country ass.
My goodness. Yes. I mean, I listen, like, remember when I said that if we need to ring 000, which in Australia is our emergency emergency number. So we can ring 911 and we'll still get the emergency number to ring, you know, like if somebody's killed somebody. Oh, God, sorry, I snorted.
And it's okay.
I snort all the time on this show. It'll be all right.
No, authentic. I'm not authentic, I promise. No, so we can ring 000, which is our emergency number in Australia, and we can still ring 911 because so many people watch so many American movies or, you know, all that stuff.
Oh, wow. That's crazy that they gave you guys the number just because so many of you think that's what it is. That's epic.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And they can do that. They can ring 911 and still get the emergency number in Australia. It is crazy. Indoctrinated much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's not called programming or it is called programming for a reason.
Kind of. Oh, yes, it kind of is. Australians are so much into American stuff, you know, and you guys, if you've watched Road Warrior, right, which is Mad Max.
Oh, yeah.
Both dubbed and non-dubbed.
Yeah, we call it Mad Max here, and that was a film that was made just out of my town.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, and we've got a museum just 23 k's away, or I don't know what you call it, 23 kilometres away in our town. And we can go out there and look at the Mad Max Museum, which is Road Warrior. So it's great.
That is awesome.
It is. Oh my God. I am so sorry.
No.
I feel like I don't know. Dawn, you need to speak more right now. You're the one who encouraged me to come on.
And we only got like a minute.
You need to speak.
Minute and a half, so say it quick.
Oh my goodness.
You guys need to come hang out a lot earlier in the show next time. Like, you know.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I meant to get up and I overslept. I apologize. I will Monday. How about that?
I did manifest.
Okay. You did it.
See,
Dad?
Dad?
We're doing that a lot here.
She woke me up.
So come on, talk your talk.
We don't need another hero.
Oh, hail Artemis!
So Chris Webby just released Raw Thoughts 7, which may get him killed. It's super intense. Yeah,
Catherine is my queen.
It's super intense. Then his release before that, which I think was just a couple weeks ago, was with he and Ren, and they put out a pretty badass little tune.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yep.
But Raw Thoughts 7 is nuts.
I told you guys, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was him. I told him it wasn't him. It probably isn't. It's probably somebody that works for him. I offended him by saying it wasn't him.
That's
oh
awesome.
My goodness. Do I sound like a redneck from Australia or
We love Bogans. We are well familiar with the Bogans here in this show.
Oh, yes, we are. Shut up, Rob.
Remember, Aussies are all cunts, all right? We're all cunts. Hey, cunt, how you going?
There was one?
Well, then I'm sorry. We are well familiar with Bogan cunts around here.
I know, right? It's like, hey, cunt, how are you going today? Love you, cunt. Bye.
Well, give me just a second. I am going to end this show, but you guys don't go anywhere because we can still have a conversation after the fact. Just won't be online for everybody else to hear. But that's just evidence that you all need to hop on that link as well. That way you can come join us regardless.
That's right. Right. Thank you, guys. Love y'all.
Sounds great.
Oh, yeah, that's right. This doesn't play anymore. For some reason, it's all just a dead silence. I don't get it. See, it works.
Waking up with Folgers in your cup.
It's like somebody came in and removed the file from the actual audio from the file on my computer. File's still there. I can still play it, but there's no audio that comes out. That's nuts. All right, then. Happy Friday, everybody. We'll see you back here next week for more of the Ironworks. So enjoy your weekend. Be good. Be well.
Yay.
Do good. Do it well. Hopefully, we'll talk to you when you're going to hop on the line. We'll see you soon.
I broke my seal now, so I'll come back.
Excellent.
Nice.
Oh my God, Dawn. Fantastic.